Hello again, Uncle Mike here. Would you like to read a book with me? Today's book is Yoko Learns to Read by Rosemary Wells. Alright, let's get going. Yoko Learns to Read by Rosemary Wells. Yoko and her mama loved to read the 3 books from Japan. Yoko knew The Happy Doll, The Star Princess, and 3 Golden Eggs by heart. At school, Mrs. Jenkins gave Yoko 3 leaves, 1 for each book. Proudly, Yoko pinned her leaves on the class book tree. Yoko noticed that Valerie had 4 leaves, and Angelo had 6 leaves. Olive and Sylvia between them had 9 leaves. Yoko had no other books at home. That night, Yoko would not eat her favorite sushi. "I am stuck at 3 book leaves," said Yoko to Mama. "Olive and Sylvia said I would be left behind." "Let's read The Golden Eggs, or maybe The Star Princess," said Yoko's Mama. "No, Mama," said Yoko. "I already have those book leaves." Yoko's Mama went to school to see Mrs. Jenkins. "Yoko is afraid to be left behind," said Yoko's Mama. Mrs. Jenkins said, "Oh, but you can make all the difference. Just read 1 book out loud with Yoko every night." Yoko's Mama did not tell Mrs. Jenkins that she herself could not even read 1 word on the classroom wall. Yoko and her Mama put on their best kimonos for their trip to the library. Yoko got her own library card with her name on it. She picked out a beautiful book about a fox. Mr. Chatterjee, the librarian, stamped it and handed it to Yoko. "Bring the book back when you finish it. Then you may choose a different one," said Mr. Chatterjee. "I can't wait to read it," said Yoko. At home, Yoko and her Mama sat at their tea table. Yoko's Mama turned the pages from the back to the front. "In English books, we turn the pages the other way, Mama," said Yoko. "I learned that in school." Yoko and her Mama followed the story by looking at the pictures. Yoko pointed to the cover. "I have seen these words before. They are on Mrs. Jenkins' word wall. Tomorrow I will find out what they are." In school, Yoko copied the words onto a new book leaf. Then she told the picture story out loud. Mrs. Jenkins put the 4th book leaf up on the tree. "Telling isn't reading," Olive and Sylvia whispered. "I think you can read these words, Yoko," said Mrs. Jenkins. She pointed to the, red, and fox on the word wall. "Words are like faces," said Mrs. Jenkins. "Easy to remember." "Now that I know the red fox, I need another book," said Yoko. On the way to the library, Yoko saw a sign. "Look, Mama," she said. "It says bus stop." "I'm so proud of my little snowflower," said Yoko's Mama. Yoko's new book was about a bunny who could fly. The bunny was wearing colorful shoes. "Shh," said Yoko. "I'll bet the shh word is shoes. It just makes sense." On the school bus, Yoko showed her book to Maggie. Maggie was in 2nd grade and could read. "Magic has a soft G like Jim and a hard C like cup," she said. "Now I will get my 5th book leaf," said Yoko. Yoko and her Mama brought the magic shoes back to Mr. Chatterjee. He suggested, "Snug as a bug in a rug," for Yoko. On their way out, Yoko read the word on the door for her Mama. "Library," said Yoko. "It just makes sense." Yoko had no trouble finishing Snug as a bug in a rug. Mrs. Jenkins awarded Yoko her 6th book leaf. "I bet you can't read my book," said Sylvia the next day. "Or my book," said Olive. Yoko took a deep breath, then let it out. "Sam's Pink Pig," she said, and "My Big Bad Hat." Yoko could not wait to tell Mama. "Olive and Sylvia didn't believe me," said Yoko. "But they found out, Mama, I can read. I can really, really read." Outside, the night blew and the snow fell. Inside, Yoko and her mama read their books. "Do you think I could learn to read in English too?" asked Yoko's mama. Yoko took out her crayon and paper and made a shape. "What is that?" asked Yoko's mama. "That is an A," said Yoko, "and that is where we start." The end. In the beginning, Yoko was having difficulty learning to read, especially since English was not her first language. On top of that, her mother couldn't help her because her mother never learned how to read English. But Yoko was smart. She went to the library and was able to get a bunch of books to help her learn how to read. Yoko didn't get discouraged and kept trying until reading got easier and easier for her. Even got to the point where she was able to teach her own mom how to read. How cool is that? The best part about reading is the more you do it, the easier it gets, and I'm here to help. Thank you so much for sharing this book with me. I had such a great time. The good news is that new books will be posted every Wednesday, and even more if I could find the time. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by clicking the like and subscribe buttons down below, and you'll be notified when new episodes are posted. Tell your friends and parents they can read with us too. I'd also like the opportunity to introduce my twin brother, Uncle Mark. He would love to join us on our reading adventure, but he isn't sure if everyone would want him to be here. Please leave a comment below and invite Uncle Mark to join us, and you can also let me know if there are any of your favorite books you'd love to cover here. Thanks again. You are on your way to becoming a reading champ, and I can't wait to read with you again. Bye!